Yes, that's right, we are back and we are here on the Afterlife server as, well, we just hit 5,000 subscribers on the channel and I thought I would do a little bit of a celebration today, and I posted a few community polls and Twitter posts to ask you guys to submit some questions for me to do a Q&A today, and I'm going to do that here on Afterlife as it is some work we need to do in the background while I answer some questions. So as you know, in the last episode we did want to build up the fishing village there that we started in a few episodes ago, so I'm going to do some preparations for that, gather up materials and clear away some of the area. And while I do that, you can listen to me answer all of your questions, so I do hope that you enjoy, and let's get started. How did you get the name Broken Pixel SK? Well, it was mostly at random, but I did do a lot of pixel art back in the day, so I felt like I wanted to include the pixel part in the name. And the SK was added because Broken Pixel was actually taken from a lot of the social media accounts, and the SK are actually the initials of my two dogs' names. How do you stay motivated? Well, it is hard to stay motivated, and I set myself the goal that I wanted to do YouTube full time. And to do that, I knew that I would have to put in 100% for years of my life. And so the motivation really comes from the determination to make it on this platform and build up something that I'm proud of. What inspired you to start producing YouTube videos? Well, I've always loved the YouTube world and the freedom that it gives people to be creative and make careers doing so. And back around 2012 I started a channel and I was making all kinds of gaming videos, but I never really had the focused mindset like I do today. And after about a year I did stop making those videos. Then 2.5 years ago from now, I fell back in love with Minecraft, causing me to watch more and more content, Minecraft content on YouTube, and then I got hooked on Hermitcraft Season 6. I knew that that's what I wanted to do. What are your main goals you want and think you could accomplish? For my channel and content here on YouTube, my main goal is definitely to get to the point where I can do videos full time. I love the creative process of video making, so I'd love to make this my career. And I think that is an attainable goal, and I'm fully dedicated to the channel and improving my content, my skills, abilities with video making. And if I can bring some entertainment and a break from reality to just a few people, then that really does mean the world to me. What general field of work do you do in real life? Well, in real life, outside of YouTube, I work in the IT department for a charity based here in Scotland. Nothing too exciting, but it does pay the bills. What is your favourite video that you've made? That's a tough one. I'm probably most proud of my small crane build, and I guess the video, since I've seen the design tweaked and used all over the Minecraft community, so it does feel like I have contributed something there. But in terms of my favourite video to make and favourite to watch back, has to be my last Afterlife behind the scenes video. Playing all the different characters and trying to add in a lot of humour was a blast, and I really did have a lot of fun with that one. Are there fantasy worlds, authors or fandoms that inspire your most creative builds? This is a hard one because I tend to just build whatever I'm in the mood for. I don't really stick to one style, so my inspiration varies from fantasy architecture and things like Lord of the Rings to futuristic cyberpunk builds inspired by Blade Runner and 80s synthwave music. One of the main resources where I get my inspiration from is looking through Pinterest, usually at tons of concept art and all sorts of different art styles for movies, games, books and things like that. What character from a TV or movie do you most closely relate to? I've never actually thought about this before. It's an interesting question. It's actually a lot harder to answer than you might think, but I've just recently rewatched the original Ghostbusters movie, so I'll go for that as my reference, and the character I relate to there is Ray. Now, Ray is a man who wants to have a bit of fun, start up a team and go on adventures, catching ghosts. At the same time, doesn't take it too seriously the way Egon does, but is more careful and considerate about the situation than someone like Peter Venkman. So he is a bit of a middle ground kind of guy. He's always mediating the drama and keeping the team together. He also isn't a natural leader with a big personality or a lot of confidence, but he is in charge in a sense behind the scenes as he finances and funds the ghost busting equipment and the fire station. So there you go, a little bit of an obscure character, and definitely are differences between myself and Ray, but I honestly think I would need hours to really come up with a better answer. Other than B-Dubs and Scar, who is one creator you would like to collaborate with? There are so many and it is difficult to choose one as there are tons of creators I follow and keep up to date with, but I do think a collab build video with Mythical Sausage would be really fun. He's got a great personality and is obviously a fantastic builder, so a collab with him would be awesome. What is the best obscure block combo? I'm not sure how obscure this is, but I do love builds with a very harsh contrast, using bright colourful blocks, something like yellow concrete mixed with black stone or deep slate, maybe having the roof as the bright colour to really make it stand out. What would you say is the most overused and underused decorative block in the game? I'd say the most overused block for decoration is probably the spruce trapdoor. But there's a good reason to be fair for that, as it's a really versatile block and goes really well with most other blocks and textures in the game. But the most underused is probably something like glazed terracotta. It's a really difficult texture to work with, but it's always nice to see when it is used in a build, especially if it's for something that you don't expect. What existing block would you choose to give stair and slab variants to? Again, this is difficult, and if I could bend the rules of the question a little and say terracotta, if it included all the colour variants of terracotta, then I'd have the stairs and slab for those. But if it's purely for one specific block, then I think I'd have to choose calcite. I really can't see the reason for not having stairs, slabs and walls etc. for calcite, so for me I think that would be the obvious choice. If I eat myself, do I grow twice as big or disappear completely? Well, I think logically if you eat yourself then your mass would stay the same. As every bite you take away you also add back again, so it would be kind of an equilibrium where you don't really lose anything but also don't gain anything. So maybe you just end up sort of inside out, like one giant stomach filled with all your body parts. I don't know. Who is your favourite Jagero? Well, my favourite Jagero is the one and only Jagero. If you're watching this, you know who you are. And there we go guys, that is the end of the questions. I just want to say a massive thank you to anyone who did submit a question. I really do appreciate it. That is awesome that you guys are following along with me and want to get to know me a little bit better, so thank you very much for that. So if you've been following me for a while, you will know that over the past month I've been pretty inactive on the channel and with uploading videos. I did have a pretty tight schedule with 2 videos going up every week, and over the past month there has been some personal issues that I've been dealing with. It has affected the channel, affected the videos and my creativity really with the videos, so again I apologise for that, but I thank everyone for the support. It has been really great to see. It's helped me a lot through this time and the channel has still been growing and going strong. And yeah, as I said, we did hit 5,000 subscribers, which is a massive milestone. And yeah, videos will be coming back pretty regularly soon. I have a few ideas I want to do coming up, and there will be a few more disruptions over the coming weeks as a few things I still need to get working on and dealing with. But videos will come back and we are working on things behind the scenes. So I hope that you did enjoy this video, the little Q&A. I want to thank again everyone for submitting their questions, all the support through this period, and we will be back better than ever. So guys, I'll leave you off with that. I want to thank you very much for watching as always, and until the next one, bye bye!